What is up? Beginner shufflers, this one's for you. Today I want to teach you 5 beginner shuffle moves that are pretty much foundational to your shuffle journey. I'm gonna break them down step by step. Follow along, I'll have my back to you, but my biggest tip when it comes to shuffling is just drill it. Drill these moves over and over and over again. Some of them might feel natural, a lot of them probably will not feel natural, and that's totally fine. Trust me, just repetition plus time and you're gonna get there. So don't get frustrated if you're not getting these moves right away. All right, you guys, you ready to do this? The first move is the running man. If there's any move that you need to learn, it's this one. When you talk about shuffling, like a lot of people think of the running man. So it's just foundational. There's so many different types of variations to the running man. I'm gonna teach you just the basic one. The running man looks like this. This leg is gonna come up, or you can hop into it. This is honestly a preference. You can either start with your leg coming up, or you can just jump into this. You wanna make sure, at least when you're learning this, that your weight is pretty evenly distributed. So you're not putting too much weight here, you're not putting too much weight on the back. As you progress in your running man, and you find your own style, you might be more front heavy, more back heavy. It's all a preference, but while you're learning this, make sure your weight's pretty equal. And I also like to be on the balls of my feet. So I'm not really in my heel right now, I'm more in the balls of my feet. This foot comes out. That back foot, make sure it comes out. And this front foot goes forward. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. From there, your right foot's in front, your left foot's in back. This right foot, the foot that's always in front, is gonna do a half step back to the center line. And this back foot is gonna zip up like a flamingo. And it's gonna look like this. Ha. So now everything's centered. I didn't bring this foot back here, right? I didn't go back here like that. I brought it to the center, okay? And I just hopped there. That's crucial. This is your and. Whenever I say and, this is the shape that you're making, like this flamingo. Just know, don't skip this step. Your ands are crucial. They're where you transition and everything. In all of shuffling, your ands are super important. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and. You're basically just gonna bring this left foot, jumps forward, and this foot that's on the ground, your right foot that's in the center, is gonna jump back, just like you did on the other one. Here. And then on the and, you're gonna repeat that. That back foot's gonna come up, this front foot's gonna jump to the middle, and then you're gonna do it again. Out, and out, and speed it up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Now don't forget, some of the most common mistakes is people forget this foot, this back foot to come out, and the front foot also comes out. So you're not just going straight down and coming out, and you're not just going out without this back foot. They both go out at the same time. Now how big you want them to go out, whether it's like this, and you just keep it right here, right, small, or you go bigger, bigger, bigger. The wider that you get, the harder that it is. So more advanced shufflers tend to have bigger running bands. It's harder to do, you get there with time. The next move is the poly pocket, also known as an X-step, Shaper's running man. People call it different things. The term poly pocket came from Vanessa Van Secco. Shout out Van, I love you. The poly pocket, it's super cute. It's one of my favorite moves, and it is a variation of the running man. This is the poly pocket. We're gonna break this down. Poly pocket is just a variation of the running man. Okay, you just have a little bit of your hips twisting and a little bit of your heels down instead of the balls of your feet, okay? From the running man. We already got this one right here, right? Got this, 2, and 3, and. Now, instead of being on the ball of that front foot, right, we were going like this, you're gonna be on the heel. Just slightly. You're not putting as much weight in that front foot. If you put just as much weight in that front foot, you're probably gonna mess up your knee. And it's not gonna feel very comfortable. So instead of going like this, you're just tapping that heel, okay? Make sure this back foot is still going back. So you're running man, so instead of the ball of the foot, you're here, heel, and heel, and heel. heel. We're gonna twist at the hips. So I'm gonna show you from the back. So we're gonna twist at the hips. So we're going like this, right? Heel turning man, heel turning man, heel turning man. And now, instead of just going straight, you're going to have this right foot go to this diagonal, and this left foot go this way. The only thing that changes is that from the center, you twist at your hips, and you go here. And then you're back in the middle, and you twist. Back in the middle, twist. Back in the middle, twist. And as you get better at it, right, you just drill this. Drill it, drill it. This is what my Polly Pocket pretty much looked like when I started. And then you get bigger, bigger, bigger. Another tip when it comes to this move is you're putting a little bit more weight in that back foot, but not a lot. You're not back heavy. But if you want to make it bigger, it just helps a little bit if you put a little bit more weight. That back foot is going to catch you. Trust it. Trust that it's there for you, okay? But I have a little bit more, slightly more, just the slightest more weight in my back foot instead of it being equal like in the running man. All right, you guys, the next move that we are gonna learn is called kickbacks. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna do it on the 4 and I'm gonna do it on the 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What's happening with these kickbacks is you jump out, 1, and 2, and 3, and instead of going into that next running man, you kick back, and kick back. Just instead of continuing into running man, that's why I said your ands are so crucial. You can't skip them. Because do you see how it happens? Literally right here is where it happens. On your and. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So let's try it very slowly on the 4 and on the 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Move number 4. This is the Charleston. It literally comes from the 1920s. You know, like is it like swing dancing, where they're like in their cute little heels and they're going like this. This move is all on your knees. You're on the balls of your feet with the Charleston. You're never on your heels. And I want you to just go like this. Swinging in and out, in and out. Your knees have to be bent. If your knees are straight, it's not gonna work. Your knees have to be bent. When you're traveling with the Charleston, whenever your leg comes up, your knees are pretty much like in. Like your knees and your toes, you're pigeon toed. And then on the 1, when you cross, everything goes out. So my right leg is going this way, my left leg is going this way, and I'm creating this shape. If you want it to look cooler, you make that cross a little bit deeper, okay? A little bit deeper. You don't need to make it so deep right in the beginning. Like I said, the bigger that you make these moves, the more difficult they are. So if you're learning for the first time, just keep it small. But the secret to this move is keeping your knees bent. So we're gonna go 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now go back. This leg goes back. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Another way that you want to kind of drill this into your body is literally just go front to back on each leg. So you can just stay, all of my weight is on this left foot, and I'm just going front, back, front, back, front, back. Now let's do a travel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, back, 5, 6, 7, 8, again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last move that I'm going to teach you is another just foundational move. It's called the T-step. T-step is slightly a way to travel, but it's not necessarily always considered a travel move because there's so many different variations. But the T-step's like this. 2, ha, ha. This is now rocking the T-step. And what makes the T-step is my foot. That's going heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. What's making the T-step is not the foot that's doing this, it's the foot that's doing this. I'm gonna teach you just the bare bones basic, and then just know that you can always add in your own little flair. You can always make it your own. I definitely encourage you to do that, guys. One of the ways that I like to think about it is if you're just going like this. So I'm on the ball of this left foot, and I'm using this is my and 1 and 2. Okay, this is what's happening. My foot is like kicking out. Now instead of just rebounding back, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. What helps you with that traveling is this momentum. You're doing more traveling with your heel than you are your toe, so it's not necessarily equal, but you want at least that front foot to get back to this shape right here. Here, shape. If you go a little bit more, which sometimes I tend to do because I'm more pigeon-toed, that's fine, but basically you're creating this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And like I said, if you want this foot to be like this, or just like this. I didn't teach you any combos today, I just taught you the moves, but what I can tell you is that these moves can go together seamlessly, and one of the most fun things to do is to put them together, because obviously when you learn a move, you want to bring it into your flow, but you have to learn the move first. So drill it over and over again. If you want to learn more shuffling, I do have a beginner's masterclass. The link is down below. If you want to get it, you get lifetime access to it. I teach you all of the foundational moves, plus a bunch of different choreos, combos, arm movements, all of that good stuff, but hopefully this gives you a great start. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, please get the word out, share it with a friend that you'd like to shuffle with, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.